For years, my family stayed on my case. Dad, we're getting tired of, They got tired of that. My wife, it was a constant annoyance. And of course, I was resistant. I wasn't old. I didn't need to get hearing aids. Old people get hearing aids. But finally, I got to the point where I was going to enter into a new venture and having a lot of meetings with people, and I realized I can't hear what's going on the other side of the room. In fact, I had a group at my house one day, and I couldn't hear the people on the other side of the room talking, and my wife Rhonda was next to me. She knew what was going on, and so she was bailing me out that day by repeating what was said across the room so that nobody knew what was happening. But when I got out of that meeting that day, I said, I've got to do something. So that was what really sparked me to go ahead and go see Jeff and work on the hearing aids. One of the things when you get hearing aids you're most conscious about is how visible is it going to be. And is everybody going to look at you and see hearing aids? So for the first several days after I got the hearing aids, people that I knew, for instance, I'm a college professor, so one day I walked into class and I said to my students, there's something different about me today. If you see it, don't be embarrassed. Say, I know what's different about you today. Nobody ever said a word. Finally, at the end of class, he said, okay, what is it we give up? And I said, I got hearing aids for the first time in class today. Nobody saw it. So then, but those people were far away, so I was going to test it again. And so I went to dinner with some friends, and I said to them, just sitting across the table at dinner, I said, there's something different about me today. If you see it, let me know what it is. It's never been true before. And they kind of guessed, no. And finally, after about 15, 20 minutes, they finally said, okay, we got to know. We're so curious. What is it? I've got hearing aids. Oh, you've got hearing aids. They had no earthly idea they were in until I told them about it. So, that was comforting to know that it really wasn't visible. Nobody really knew what was there. As far as hearing, all kinds of things change. I never could hear the blinker on my car. In fact, one day, actually, it would have been dangerous, actually. I was going through an intersection and I guess I had the right turn arrow on, couldn't hear it, and somebody got really angry at me doing that. I had the turn signal on, and they thought I was going to turn, and I wasn't. I just couldn't hear it. I can hear the turn signal in my car now. I can hear the person speaking across the room. The consultation's easy, and it's free. The process was really simple. I walked in, he put me in the booth, did the analysis on the hearing, told me kind of what I already knew. Jokingly, I said, it's that frequency that my wife talks. That's the area I know that I'm missing. It's just worn out, that frequency, which isn't really true. But it was simple. I went in, got the test done. We talked about what my life was like, and what kind of hearing aid and what kind of correction and what level of hearing aid I needed. I described what I was about to do, where I was going to be in a lot of meetings, potentially in noisy situations. We kind of made the choice of what hearing aid I ought to get. I don't know, within 30, 45 minutes, I had hearing aids ordered. They showed up 2 days later. I put them in. He puts me in and gets it all calibrated. A couple of weeks later, brings me back in, makes kind of fine-tuning calibrations, and it's so much easier than anybody would ever believe. The other thing that was really surprising to me is how the technology's changed over the last few years. I remember being in a speaking situation with an older audience one time, and when I got up to speak, hearing aids started beeping and making noises all over the room. Every hearing person in the room was kind of chuckling because of all the hearing aids that were going off. That has never happened to me. That doesn't happen anymore. You just kind of set it at the volume you need and you go from there. And the other really big surprise is how integrated The hearing aids are now with your mobile devices, but you can do settings on your hearing aid from your phone, from the app. You can even set the phone down on the desk and hear through the speaker in the phone through Bluetooth technology what's going on. So the advancement in the technology is a real advantage on getting hearing aids now. It is not your grandparents' hearing aids that you get anymore.